Hey everybody! I just got done making what I like to call my guardian daggers. Nice little swoopy looking thing. Very elvish in, I guess, inspiration, I would say. And I figured y'all might like to see how I do it. So, without further ado, here's a little bit of a sped up version of what I do to make this out of a single piece of pine. Hope you enjoy. So we're going to start out by tracing our pattern onto the wood twice, because I got two of these to make. Wonderful. Now we're going to cut to length. By the way, if you're wondering, the DeWalt miter saw absolutely is amazing. Now using the 9-inch grizzly bandsaw, we're going to carefully cut these as close to the lines as possible without going inside the designs. I really do like this bandsaw. I do wish it had a little bit more room between the blade and the rest of the body, because a lot of times I'm hitting things and I have to get real creative in how I turn the pieces so they don't get caught. I prefer to use very, very thin blades on this bandsaw. I find that it makes it much easier to get nice curves, especially if the curves are tight. With the bigger blades, you start going and all of a sudden the wood is binding down onto your blade and you're stuck, or sometimes it catches and breaks. It's just not fun. Remember kids, fingers don't grow back. Don't put them in a place where they could be in danger. Specifically in this project, on these little guardian daggers, I make very few relief cuts just because the cuts that I do have to make typically go really, really well into each other without having to take away a lot of material beforehand. And there we go, 2 of them cut out. Now what I'm going to do is cut against the blade so I can actually make the blade skinnier without only using sanding. So I'm going to make these little relief cuts, and then I'm going to switch it up after I get these done and run down the length of the blade. And yes, I did 100% guess and eyeball those cuts. Just like I'm doing right here. My kids like to take these little cut-offs that you see falling, like right there. They take those and they try and play with them. And I just have to keep telling them, you have this dagger already. At least 4 of them in your toy box. Go play with that instead of this stupid little cut-off that is literally the thickness of a credit card. And bam, blades are thinned down. Wish I could thin down as easy as that. Now to the 2x72 belt grinder from Ameribraid. You guys are amazing. Your products are equally amazing. Here I'm using a 120 grit belt by Combat Abrasives. I don't want to be too crazy with this because I've already removed a lot of the material that needed to be gotten out of the way. So right now I'm just doing some really light shaping. In my experience on this pine, 120 grit is enough to really get stuff going without being too aggressive, especially on these little finer detail jobs. I have found that handle work is some of my favorite stuff ever. That is in these little wooden projects and in my actual forged blades. I love shaping the handle, and I don't know what it is about it other than it's woodwork and metalwork combined, two things that I just absolutely love. So when I get to do them both at the same time, it makes me happy. I probably should have put on my mask for this, but it was very, very quick, and it really wasn't kicking up that much sawdust. I'll probably hear about it later from you guys in the comments, or from my wife going, "Why weren't you wearing your mask?" The edge I put onto these little daggers is more ornamental than anything else. Obviously it's not going to cut, but it does add to the finished quality of the piece. Just makes it look better. Now I've switched to a scalloped edge belt, also from Combat Abrasives. This thing is amazing. It's really good at not digging into your piece and leaving lines, so it's especially good at finishing because it just won't dig into your piece at all. You can run right up to the edge of that belt and it will still give you a nice smooth finish. As you can see, I like to do lots of running around and pushing it all over to make sure that I get all the spots smooth. And last but not least, we're going to hit it with the buffing wheel. I'm using black compound here just because it's what I had on hand and I like it. By the way, the buffing wheel is the tool that I am scared of the most in my shop, out of everything, saws included. Oh, we're done already. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Let me know what you would like to see more of on this channel. I'm loving doing the voiceovers. I love doing these little build videos. I'm going to be documenting our house build as well. But if you have something that you're like, yo, Beardy, do this, I think it'll be awesome. I think people will really like it. Don't hesitate to drop a comment and tell me what's up. I love you guys. I appreciate you. See you next time.